Yeah. So, okay, your second year in Chicago, Mike Keenan comes in to coach. You guys made the conference final. We had Keenan on the show, and he talked about those Chicago teams. Vic Rola.
We had some veterans that I kept around. Keith Brown was a great competitor on defense and made a lot of changes over time. But as you said, we went to the Final Four 3 of 4 years. We won the President's Trophy, went to finals, played 60 playoff games in 4 seasons. I think any fan base organization would enjoy that. So we had a really excellent team in Chicago. We just ran into, again, a team that had several superstars on it in Pittsburgh, including Mario and Jagr and Francis and Trachet and go on, and Tom Barrasso and that. So again, I'm pretty proud of that team in Chicago. Very proud of the team in Chicago as well.
What are your thoughts about that team and Iron Mike?
Well, it's interesting. If anybody ever asks me who's your favorite coach, I mean, there is zero hesitation. Mike Keenan was the best coach I ever played for. Did you want to kill him? Yeah, you did. There's lots of times, but it was unreal. If anybody who played for Mike Keenan, after you left playing for Mike Keenan, you were like, "Ooh, that was the guy that the next coach you played for." It was like, what was he going to do that would be better than what Mike did? It was pretty tough, let me tell you. Yeah. And I ended up, I got taken after that year we won the President's Trophy. I got taken by the San Jose Sharks in the expansion draft. And, Mike Keenan, I mean, I went from, playing for a guy he was a tyrant, but he taught you, like, when you left playing for him, like, your training, your everything you did, because, he always said, you have to outwork the other team, but you can't outwork the other team if you're not better shape than the other team. So the things that we did for being in shape and doing whatever and outworking other teams. Well, I went to the San Jose Sharks in the expansion draft, and I ended up getting traded, before at the deadline that year to Detroit. But I got in trouble with the management and the coaching staff because I snapped on them because, it was like a country club. And it's like, no, I just played for Iron Mike Keenan for 3 years, man. And it's like, it was like, two balls to the wall all the time. And it was whatever. It just wasn't to my liking. I went from the best team to now the worst team, and losing didn't sit well with me. And it was a tough thing. But Mike was again, if you talk to players who played for him, they loved him, but they hated him, right? Because he could drive you nuts and do different things. But I wanted to win a Stanley Cup. That was my whole goal in my career. And he was the one that got me the closest to it. The conference finals in 89, we lose to Calgary. They win the Cup. 90, we lose to the Oilers. They win the Cup. We win the President's Trophy the next year. And, we lost to Minnesota because John Casey stood on his head and took Minnesota all the way to the finals, and they lost to Pittsburgh. But then the next year after I left, I got taken in the expansion draft. The Hawks went to the finals. So it just showed you that team that was there. I mean, it was outstanding. It was most fun and the best group of guys I played with. And unfortunately, we didn't get it done because I thought that was the best team I ever played on.